Captain, before we step onto this freshness and order island, tell me, what does clean make you think of when it means not dirty? To remove dirt from something and pure or not polluted. Meaning 1. Not dirty. Used when something has no dirt, marks, or mess on it. Example. The deck looked clean after the crew washed it in the morning. Common use. Clean clothes, clean room, clean hands. Clean deck. Meaning 2. To remove dirt from something. Used when someone washes, wipes, or clears something to make it tidy and fresh. Example, Victoria helped clean the windows before the boat left the harbor. Common use, clean the floor, clean the kitchen, clean your shoes. Clean now. Meaning 3, pure or not polluted. Used when air, water, or energy is fresh, safe, and free from harmful dirt or pollution. Example, the island was famous for its clean air and clear water. Common use, clean air, clean water, clean energy. Clean water. Clean can be an adjective or a verb. As an adjective, it often means not dirty. As a verb, it means to remove dirt and make something tidy. It can also describe air, water, or energy that is pure and not polluted. Keep this fresh word close, Captain. Carry clean for things that are free from dirt, for the action that makes a place bright again, and for the pure air and water that help life stay healthy as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this level and measure island, tell me, what does degree make you think of when it means a level or amount, a university qualification, and a unit for measuring temperature or angles? Meaning 1, a level, amount, or extent of something, used when talking about how much of a quality, feeling, or situation exists. Example, the crew showed a high degree of patience during the long delay. Common use, high degree, certain degree, degree of difficulty. High degree. Meaning 2, a qualification given by a college or university. Used for an academic award someone receives after completing a course of study. Example, she earned a degree after years of hard study. Common use, university degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree. Degree award. Meaning 3, a unit for measuring temperature or angles, used with numbers to measure how hot or cold something is, or how wide an angle is. Example, the cabin temperature rose to 30 degrees by noon. Common use, degrees Celsius, 90-degree angle, 30 degrees. "30 degrees. Degree is a noun with several common meanings. It can describe the level or amount of something, such as a high degree of patience. It can also mean an academic qualification from a college or university. In measurement, it is used for temperature and angles. Measure each step with care, Captain. Carry degree for the level of something we can feel or judge. For the academic award earned through study, and for the unit that helps us read temperature and angles as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this holding and carrying island, tell me, what does container make you think of? When it means an object used to hold things, a large metal box used for transport, and an isolated digital space that holds an application and what it needs. Meaning 1. An object used to hold or store things. Used for a box, bottle, jar, bag, or similar object that keeps something inside. Example: Victoria placed the dry food in a sealed container before the journey. Common use: food container, plastic container, storage container. Food container. Meaning 2, a large metal box used for transporting goods. Used for the big metal boxes carried by ships, trucks, or trains. Example: the ship carried one blue container full of repair tools. Common use: shipping container, cargo container, container ship. Cargo container. Meaning 3, an isolated digital space that holds an application and what it needs. Used in technology for a packaged environment where software can run with its own files, tools, and settings. Example: the app ran inside a container so it worked the same way on every system. Common use: software container, app container, run in a container. App container. Container is a noun about holding, storing, or carrying. Most commonly, it means an object such as a box, jar, bottle, or bag that keeps something inside. In transport, it means a large metal box used to move goods by ship, truck, or train. In technology, it can mean an isolated digital space where an application runs with the files and settings it needs. Keep everything safely in place, Captain. Carry container for the object that holds supplies, for the large metal box that moves goods across the sea, and for the protected digital space that keeps an application ready to run as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this unclear and puzzling island, tell me, what does confusing make you think of when it means hard to understand, making someone feel unsure or lost, and giving mixed or unclear signals? Meaning 1. Hard to understand. Used when something is not easy to follow or make sense of. Example: the directions on the old sea map were confusing to the new sailors. Common use: confusing instructions, confusing text, confusing explanation. Confusing map. Meaning 2, making someone feel unsure or lost. Used when a situation makes a person uncertain about what to do or where to go. Example: the many harbor signs were confusing, so they stopped to ask for help. Common use: confusing situation, confusing signs, confusing moment. confusing signs. Meaning 3. Giving mixed or unclear signals, used when words, actions, or events do not match clearly and make the meaning difficult to read. Example: his quiet smile and worried eyes gave a confusing message. Common use: confusing message, confusing behavior, confusing result. Confusing message. Confusing is an adjective used for things that are difficult to understand or that make people feel uncertain. It can describe information that is unclear, situations that leave someone unsure, or messages and behavior that seem mixed or contradictory. Slow down and look carefully, Captain. Carry confusing for the words that are hard to understand. For the situation that leaves you unsure of the next step, and for the mixed signals that hide a clear meaning as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this brightness and understanding island, tell me, what does clarity make you think of when it means easy understanding, clear seeing or hearing, and certainty without doubt? Meaning 1. The quality of being easy to understand. Used when ideas, words, or explanations are clear and simple to follow. Example: her clarity helped the crew understand the safety plan at once. Common use: clarity of explanation, clarity in writing, speak with clarity. Clarity first. Meaning 2. The quality of being clear to see or hear. Used when a sound, image, view, or voice is sharp, clean, and easy to notice. Example: the clarity of the lighthouse light made the shore easy to find. Common use: clarity of sound, clarity of vision, image clarity. See clarity. Meaning 3. The quality of being certain and free from doubt. Used when a person has a clear mind, a firm decision, or a strong sense of direction. Example: after a quiet walk at dawn, she felt clarity about the next step. Common use: gain clarity, mental clarity, clarity about a decision. Gain clarity. Clarity is a noun that often describes clearness in different ways. It can mean that words, ideas, or explanations are easy to understand. It can also describe how clearly something can be seen or heard. In another common use, it means certainty of thought, especially when confusion or doubt disappears. Move forward with a clear mind, Captain. Carry clarity for the words that are easy to understand, for the sights and sounds that come through sharply, and for the inner certainty that lights the next step as we sail to the next island.